that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
which I am about to enter.
which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Secretary. Congratulations,
Thank you so much.
Chasten Buttigieg quickly became a social media sensation during his husband Pete's run for president. Now that the erstwhile Mayor Pete is Secretary Pete, Chasten is adjusting to life in D.C. as the spouse of the first millennial and first out gay cabinet member confirmed by the Senate. And joining me now is Chasten Buttigieg, author of the best-selling New York Times best-selling memoir, I Have Something to Tell You, that is now out in paperback, just in time for Pride Month. Chasten, great to see you. Welcome to the Sunday Show.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Good to be with you.
So I want to read something from your book. It's in the opening pages, but it's very revealing. You write, the more time I spent on the campaign trail reflecting on my own life and seeing myself in other people's stories, the more I realized that the experiences and memories I was scared of, embarrassed of, or keeping hidden weren't as weird, mockable, or inappropriate to discuss in the context of national politics as I'd assumed they were. Talk more about that.
Yeah, I did not consider myself a political person, and then I fell in love with this mayor who decided to run for president, and I did not know how or what to be out on the campaign trail. I was very nervous about, presenting myself in the wrong way, and then I realized, you just got to take a deep breath and be yourself. So I started opening up about growing up gay in the Midwest, what it was like coming out in a very conservative rural place, what it was like watching my mother battle cancer. She's still battling cancer, and our American healthcare system, and there were so many things that I felt like you're supposed to keep locked up inside because those vulnerabilities might make you look weaker. But the more I talked about them, the more I felt like people connected with us, connected with the race and our shared American experience.
And you and I have talked about this before, not in this venue, but talk about what it was like for you on the campaign trail in all parts of the country to have people come up to you and share their stories.
That was the best part. I did not mean to cause such a kerfuffle when I kissed my husband at his launch, but then I heard about that kiss all across the country. People coming up and saying what it meant to them to see an out and proud couple on the national stage like that. Kids who had run away from home just like I had when I was 17. Kids who had never talked to their families since they ran away from home. I was lucky enough to get to go back home. And older couples in their 60s, 70s, 80s who had been married or together for 30 years. And what it just meant to them to see Pete and I, holding hands and going across this country together. And that was the best part, just sitting down and being in those spaces with folks and celebrating our existence.
You talked earlier about how you were at the beginning of the campaign trail not feeling comfortable and, not wanting to make a mistake and be a little reticent about speaking up. Well, that's all changed. That is all gone. And I want to put up a tweet that you sent out earlier in the week on June 3rd, responding to Ronna McDaniel, the head of the Republican Party, where she's saying, Happy Pride Month. Mm-hmm. GOP is proud to have doubled our LGBTQ support over the last 4 years, and we will continue to grow our big tent by supporting measures that promote fairness and balance, protections for LGBTQ Americans, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. And those with deeply held religious beliefs. Your response: those with deeply held religious beliefs are often the parents who force their LGBTQ children out of the home and onto the street. I've met with those kids. 40% of homeless youth in this country are LGBTQ. Revisit your party's platform before you open your mouth about pride. Why did you feel compelled to respond directly to the head of the Republican Party on this issue?
Because it's hypocritical and dangerous. I don't want to pretend that religion is the reason that there's homophobia in this country. I know very deeply religious people who are also LGBTQ. I think what she's trying to say there is we'll tolerate LGBTQ Americans, but we're also going to have to make room for the people, who would like for you to not have the right to be married, the right to deny you a pizza or a cake or housing or employment or civil rights. And so I guess, I would love for her to revisit her party's platform, which I think many people still don't understand, still states that marriage is between a man and a woman. That is in the current 2020 Republican Party platform. So if they really want to be inclusive, then they can start right there at home.
Are you going to be enlisted in any way to help get the Equality Act over the finish line, or you draw the line in terms of political involvement?
I will do whatever I can to get the Equality Act passed. And, going back to the chairwoman, if she truly believes that the Republican Party, is the inclusive party that supports LGBTQ rights, then we should have no problem passing the Equality Act. But whatever it takes, I will happily help Congressman Cicilline, who was just on. I will help anybody here on the Hill pass that act because it's so important.
And real fast, how are the dogs adjusting to being in a whole new city?
They're not doing well in the heat, but it's Pete and I and the two dogs in 800 square feet, so we're all getting used to kind of being in each other's space. But they're doing all right. They're little celebrities here.
Well, that's great. Chasten Buttigieg, thank you very much for coming to the Sunday Show and for this book right here being in paperback.